Welcome to lesson number 5, where we will show you how to draw trend lines and different kinds of types of counter trend lines in the Forex market. Don't forget to check out my Facebook page and my website for more information about everything or anything. So basically, what we're going to do now is I will show you guys an example of how a counter trend line works. So a counter trend line in a bearish market, basically we will have an impulse to the downside. After we have an impulse to the downside, we will have a correction moving towards the upside, and then once the correction is finished, we will get a break to the downside. In order for us to profit off this market, we need to understand how these counter trend lines work, because counter trend line basically on a bearish market would run on support, 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 and then after the support is broken, then it's definitely going to be a downtrend. Now, the most important thing that you guys need to understand is when we have a downtrend, an impulse to the downside, a correction to the upside, to correct that move, basically the market will break out. It will then come up and retest that previous support, now turn resistance, and then move to the downside. So basically what we are waiting for is we are waiting for a break of the trend line, and then we are also waiting for the retest for our entry point. So once you can enter the market on the retest of this trend line broken or counter trend line broken, it's very easy for you guys to profit off this market, because the market will definitely move to the downside. Now let's have a look at um, a bullish move, how a bullish counter trend line works. So basically, we have an impulse to the upside, and then we have a correction to the downside, and eventually the market will break out, retest, and then continue to the upside for a bullish move. Why? Because we have resistance here, we have resistance here, we have resistance here. Okay, we had resistance here. Once the resistance was finished, once the resistance was broken out, basically the market break out from the counter trend line, retest that counter trend line, and then continue its move to the upside. So this is how counter trend lines work, and it's very simple for you guys to understand. Hopefully you guys can understand what kind of what I'm saying to you guys. Now let's have a look at some small drawing that I gave you guys over here. So you guys already saw in the last video how to draw a trend line. Okay, once you have at least 2 touches, this is a valid trend line. Remember, do not cut the bodies of the trend lines, because that's not a valid trend line. So basically what we are looking for is we are looking for a break of the counter trend line like this. If you extend your counter trend line all the way through, you'll notice that you will see there is a break in structure or break in the counter trend line. Then there is a retest. Once you have the retest, then there is continuation to the downside. Why? Because it's a simple impulse correction impulse pattern, like I've explained to you guys in the previous videos, impulse correction impulse videos. Now, very easy for you guys to understand how to draw these. I've already explained to you guys how to draw these. Now, let's go down and check if we can find any sort of move on the daily chart on AUD CAD that will tell us a bit more about this lesson itself. So let's have a look over here. As a counter trend line, I can already see there is a very nice move to the downside over here. So basically we have a very nice move to the downside over here. Remember, I told you guys don't cut your candles. So we have a very nice touch on the lowest low. We have another 3 touches there, and then we have another touch over here. We also have one last touch before the break of this counter trend line, and we also have Let me zoom in for you guys so that you can see. We also have a nice retest of this area and then continuation to the downside all the way down. So this is how the market works. It's very, very simple to understand and very easy to understand. In the uptrend, it's also very, very similar. In the uptrend, it basically will do the same thing, but it's a different type um, of course, a different type of trend. We don't want to get mixed up with uptrends and downtrends. So let's try to find a nice uptrend for you guys in order for you guys to understand exactly how this market is working. So if you have a look at this move over here, you can see straight away that our counter trend line has been already broken um, to the upside. I will show you guys. Let me just zoom out here. Basically, what we have is we have a nice move to the upside on this area over here. Okay, so we have a very nice trend line running right here at this high over here. We have a good trend line running around this area over here. You guys don't have to worry too much about this. This is called a false breakout and it doesn't count as a touch. So basically on this trend line we have basically on this trend line we will see that we have a nice touch over here of resistance, another touch of resistance, another touch of resistance, and then eventually the market broke out. What did the market do? It came back to retest that area and then it continued to the upside. As you can see, it's a very nice trade all the way to the upside, all the way up here. So it's a very nice break and a very easy break to spot. Once you are waiting in this area, it will be much easier for you guys to understand that this is a counter trend line over here. Once you wait for the break and wait for the retest in order to for you guys to profit off the market. I hope you guys like this video. Please make sure that you guys like and share my video for any people that need Forex education, simple Forex education. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've got a lot of educational stuff coming up and a lot of educational stuff online as well. Check out my Facebook and my website. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and we'll see you guys in the next video.